Okay, so let's go over number 2. So we have to do QR, RS, ST, QT, and then we have to skip a letter. So we go QS, and we go RT. Those are the diagonals, right? So, change in x squared. So the change in x goes up by 3 squared. The change in y is that it goes down, up by 2 squared. So that's 9 and 4, which is 13. Don't forget the square root. Next is RS. The change in x is 3 squared. The change in y is negative 2 squared. I'm just going to leave it as 2 because we don't care about negatives. So we have, we have 9 and 4, which equals rad 13. Right, next up is ST. So the change in x is negative 3 squared. I'll just put the negative. Negative 2 squared, and that's negative. So we get 9 and 4, which is rad 13. And finally we have QT. So we have the change in x being 3 squared, and the change in y is negative 2 squared. So you have 9 and 4, which is radical 13. Okay. So next we take a look at the diagonals. QS. So the change in x is 6 squared, and the change in y is 0. So that just comes out to 6 squared and then square root, which equals 6. And then we have RT. So the change in x is 0. The change in y is negative 4. So we get negative 4 squared, in other words, 16. But then we have the square root, and it gets us right back to 4. Okay? So what we're seeing here is that we have all 4 sides are congruent. So that puts us in the category of either a square or a rhombus. Now we're seeing that the diagonals are not congruent. So then we must conclude that we are talking about a rhombus.